Hello, good morning students. Welcome to Unique Coaching class. Students, today we are going to start Mcom semester 2 Financial and Management Accounting 6 means FM6. તો આપણે FM6 શરૂ કરવાના છે. First of all, we are going to see its syllabus. Okay, so let's see the syllabus. First chapter we are going to learn in this FM6, that was income from other sources, and the second income of other person included in SSE total. So these are two chapter and both are practical chapter, which weightage is 30%. From the first chapter, income from other source, it is important one, and 14 marks sum will be asked from this. And the second was a short chapter, and from this short sum will be asked. Okay, પહેલું ચેપ્ટર મોટું છે, 14 માર્ક્સનો સમ આવશે. સેકન્ડ નાનું ચેપ્ટર છે, એમાંથી શોર્ટ સમ આવશે. Second was totally theoretical chapter, the theory regarding deduction of tax at source, tax collection at source, advance payment of tax, interest chargeable in certain cases. So this was the totally theoretical and its weightage is 20%. Then third was also practical chapter, computation of total income and tax payable by partnership firm. Theory as well as practical chapter, weightage 35%. From this chapter 14 marks sum will be asked, and also short sum can be asked. Okay, short sum પણ આવી શકે છે. And here clearly told that theory also, so there may be theory from this chapter will be asked. And the last was GST, which weightage is 50%, totally theoretical. So indirectly there are three practical chapter. Okay, first income from other source, second income of other person included in SSE totals, and the third comparison of total income and tax payable by partnership firm. Okay, two chapter are important one, and the second was the short chapter. Okay, there only short sum asked from this chapter. So today we are going to start the first chapter, that is income from other sources. Okay, આપણે chapter શરૂ કરવાના છે આજે, income from other sources. So let's start this chapter, income from other sources. Before start this chapter, the name of the chapter is income from other source, and we are right now we are learning income tax. Okay, and our chapter we are going to start, that is income from other sources. So you must know about the income heads as per income tax act. એટલે કે income tax act માં જે heads આપેલા છે, બધા heads આપને ખબર હોવી જોઈએ, heads of income. So we start from that heads of income. How many heads of income as per income tax act? Okay, income tax act પ્રમાણે કેટલા એમાં heads છે? So there are total 5 heads as per income tax act. How many? There are 5 heads. So which are 5 heads? The first is salary income. First is salary income. Second is income from house property. Third was profit and gain from business or profession. Fourth, capital gain. And the last was our chapter, that is income from other source. So these are the 5 heads of income as per income tax act. Okay, so income tax act પ્રમાણે આ જે 5 heads છે, from these 5 heads we have already learned this first, second, third and fourth. Okay, આ 4 heads આપણે already બની ગયા છે. Now we are going to start the 5th heads, that is income from other sources. So first of all, let's understand this income from other sources. So we all know about the salary income. In a salary income, we have learned a person which is doing a job in a company or somewhere else, he get the salary, he get the allowances, he get the perquisite, right? બધું આપણે અગાઉ બની ગયા છે. So there is a rules regarding this salary. Means here we consider the income which a person received in a form of salary. Okay, તો અહીંયા આપણે salary ના ફોર્મમાં જે ઇન્કમ આવે છે એને કન્સિડર કરીએ છીએ. Income from house property. So here if we give our house as a let out and whatever we get rent, we consider here in this second head. Profit and gain from business, we all know that if a person doing business or profession, whatever profit gain he get, it will be coming third heads. And in capital gain, if he sold any capital asset like a share, debenture, jewelry, house and whatever profit he gets, we calculate in the 4 heads. Okay, તો 4 heads નું તો આપણે ખબર છે કે એમાં કઈ ઇન્કમ ને આપણે કન્સિડર કરીએ છીએ, કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરીએ છીએ. So what about in the 5th head? So 5th heads માં કઈ ઇન્કમ ને કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરીશું? Which income comes in the 5th head? So very simple, if any income which person received, it is not covered in these 4 heads. Okay, if person gets a some money, some amount as an income which is not covered in these 4 heads, will be come in this 5th last head. એટલે કે person ને જે કોઈ પણ income મળે છે, okay, if a person take part in KBC, okay, and he earned suppose 50 lakh, he win 50 lakh from KBC. Now tell me, this income can become under the salary income? No. It can comes under the income from other house property? No. Profit and gain of business? No. Capital gain? No. So this income comes under the 5th head. Clear? Like koi pan income which cannot be covered, it cannot be included in these 4 heads, that income comes under the 5th head. Okay, જે પણ ઇન્કમ જે અગાઉના 4 હેડ્સમાં જો ઇન્ક્લુડેડ નહીં થઈ શકે, ઓકે, એમાં એનો કોઈ રૂલ્સ નહીં હશે, એનો કોઈક ટેક્સેશન અંગે કે અધર કોઈ પણ એના રિગાર્ડિંગ કોઈ રૂલ્સ નહીં હશે, બધી કેમાં જશે? 5th હેડ્સમાં જશે. એટલે ઇન અ સિમ્પલ લેંગ્વેજ કે કોઈ પણ પર્સનની જે પણ ઇન્કમના સોર્સિસ હોય, ઓકે, ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ દે કમ્સ અંડર ધીસ 4 heads. If they cannot consider in these 4 heads, then it will be come under the 5th head. પછી લાસ્ટ 5th હેડમાં આવી જશે. તો તે કોઈ પણ ઇન્કમ મળે. સપોઝ he invested in share and he gets the dividend. Okay, શેરમાં ઇન્વેસ્ટ કર્યું છે અને એને ડિવિડન્ડ મળ્યું છે. Now this dividend cannot be comes under these 4 heads. It will come 5th. If he get gift from someone, any person, or we are also learn about that, એને જો gift મળ્યું હોય, so now it a question gift માં suppose he gets 5,000 as a gift, 5,000 rupees as a gift, so indirectly it's a income. Now this income will be covered under these 4 heads? No, not at all. It will come under the 5 heads. એટલે in a simple language, કોઈ પણ income જે અગાઉનો 4 headsમાં જો કવર નહીં થઈ શકે, બધી income 5th માં આવશે. So indirectly it is a very broad concept. There are many income comes here because અહીંયા બાકીનું વધેલું ગધેલું બધું 5મા હેડમાં આવવાનું છે, 5th માં જ જશે, જે પણ વધશે તે એમ. ઓકે, પર્સનની કોઈ પણ ઇન્કમ હશે ને પહેલા 4 હેડ્સમાં એડજસ્ટ કરવાનું, જે એમાં નહીં થઈ શકે એટલે એને રૂલ્સને ફોલો નહીં થતું હશે, તો ડાયરેક્ટલી બધી ઇન્કમ 5th માં જશે એમ. So there are many income which can come in the 5th head. Okay, so let's start this chapter, income from other sources. So let's see, income from other sources is the last and the residual head of income. Now what is the residual? Residual means remaining. Like a remaining income બધી આમાં જ આવી જશે. I just told you whatever person earn, whatever person gets income from wherever, from any sources. First of all, they are adjusted in the previous four heads. If they cannot included cover in that four heads, then the remaining income comes in this fifth head. એટલે જે ચાર અગાઉના હેડ્સમાં જો કવર નહીં થાય તો રિમેનિંગ જે પણ હશે એ ફિફ્થ હેડમાં આવી જશે. સો દેટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ residual head. A sources of income which does not specifically fall under any one of the other four heads of income is to be computed and chargeable to the income tax under the head income from other sources. Clear? અગાઉના જે four heads માં જો એ નહીં આવી શકશે તો એ આ fifth head માં જશે. Generally following condition are to be satisfied. Okay, normally આ condition fulfill થવી જોઈએ to be a parts of income from other source. એટલે કોઈ પણ income ને જો આ head માં આપણે લેવી હોય તો generally આ condition છે. First, there is an income means કે income હોવી જોઈએ. There is an income, whatever person received some amount, there must be a income, એટલે કે income હોવી જોઈએ. Second, income shall not be exempted. Exempted એટલે કે એને exemption નહીં મળી હોય, tax free નહીં હોવી જોઈએ. Income shall not be exempted. Okay, એટલે કર મુક્ત નહીં હોવી જોઈએ. Third, income not covered by other four heads. Okay, અગાઉના four heads માં covered નહીં હોય. So if above three conditions are satisfied, fulfilled, the income is taxable under section 56(1) subsection 1 under the head income from other sources. So in a very simple language, if a person gets some amount, જો કોઈ person ને કંઈક amount receive થઈ હોય, so we have to check this condition. First, it is a income. If yes, then also check income shall not be exempted. આ જે income છે exempted નહીં હોવી જોઈએ, કર મુક્ત નહીં હોવી જોઈએ, tax free નહીં હોવી જોઈએ. And third, income not covered by other four heads. અગાઉના કોઈ પણ heads માં એને added નહીં કરી હોય, include નહીં કરી હોય. So that's income come the fifth head income from other sources. Okay, તો person ને કોઈ પણ income મળી હોય, okay, જો એ tax free exempted નહીં હોય અને અગાઉના કોઈ heads માં જો cover નહીં થઈ હશે તો એ fifth heads માં આવી જશે. Clear? Now I told you there are many incomes. Okay, a person gets the income from many sources, right? So if they are not covered in the four heads, it will come this fifth head. So indirectly there are many income which can come under these heads. So how many income are there which covers under this fifth head? So as per section 56 subsection 2, the following incomes are always taxable under the head income from other sources. So here we are going to understand this total. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 total 11. Here I show 11 income, okay, which are taxable under this head. But remember I told you this is not only 11 income comes in this head, there are many incomes. Okay, we also saw that, but this is the common which comes many times. Okay, જે વારંવાર આવ્યા જ કરવાની છે એવી ઇન્કમ છે, જે નોર્મલ ઇન્કમ જે દરેકે દરેક એસએસસી ને લાગુ પડતી હોય છે. બટ એ સિવાય પણ અમુક ઘણી ઇન્કમ હોય છે. ઓકે, ઘણા પ્રકારની ઇન્કમો આવતી હોય છે. બટ ધીસ ઇઝ ધ યુ કેન સે ધેટ ઇઝ અ જનરલ, કે જનરલ એ બધામાં આવતી હશે. આના સિવાય પણ બીજી ઘણી ઇન્કમ આવશે. વી વિલ ઓલ્સો સી ધેટ, વી ઓલ્સો લર્ન ધેટ. But first of all, we have to understand this 11 income which comes under these heads. Okay, and remember in a taxation, you must know the rules. Okay, if you practice 10 sum, 15 sum, that is not important. Important is the rules. Okay, important શું છે? રૂલ્સ છે. તમને રૂલ્સ ખબર હોવી જોઈએ. તમે 50 દાખલા ગણો કે 25 દાખલા ગણો કોઈ વેલ્યુ નથી. ઓકે, રૂલ્સ ખબર હશે ને, તમે 5 દાખલા ગણો ઇનફ છે. બસ રૂલ્સ યાદ હોવા જોઈએ. ઓકે, દાખલાનો એક કન્સેપ્ટ ક્લિયર કરવા માટે દાખલાની પ્રેક્ટિસ કરવાની હોય છે. બટ રૂલ્સ ક્લિયર હશે ને તો તમારે 50 દાખલા નહીં ગણવા પડશે, 5 દાખલા ગણશો ઇનફ છે. સો ઇન અ taxation you must know the rules. Remember I told you 14 marks sum will be asked from this chapter. Okay, 14 marks નો sum આવવાનો છે. But if you know the rules perfectly, you can solve that sum within 14 minutes. Okay, or maybe less than 14 minutes. 14 મિનિટની પણ ઓછા ટાઈમમાં સમ સોલ્વ થઈ શકશે જો તમને રૂલ્સ બધા યાદ હશે. So here we have to learn all these 11 income one by one. Okay, So we are going to start our first income, that is dividend. In this video we are going to understand the first income which come under the income from other sources, that is dividend. તો પહેલા આપણે dividend વિશે સમજીશું જે કે આજે આ હેડમાં આવે છે. ઓકે, તો so let's start the dividend and let's see the other income. Winning from lotteries, crossword puzzle races including horse race, card games, other games like gambling, betting, employees contribution toward staff welfare scheme, interest on security, income from letting out of hire of machinery, plant, furniture, rental income of letting out plant, machinery or furniture along with letting out building and to letting are not separate, any sum received under the Keyman insurance policy, gift, income on compensation or enhanced compensation, advance money received in the course of negotiation for transfer of asset, and the last compensation of termination of employment or modification of terms of employment. Okay, so these are 11 income. We will learn all this. First let's start from this dividend. Okay, so let's start dividend. Now dividend, it is not the new one. Okay, we all know what is dividend. Okay, આપને બધાને ખબર જ છે dividend શું છે. Let's take an example. Suppose the A is a ordinary resident. Okay, okay, Indian resident છે, ઇન્ડિયામાં રહી છે, ordinary resident છે in India. He invested in Indian company. Indian company માં એ invest કર્યું છે, Indian company, or you can say that domestic company also. There is a minor difference between them. તો એ ઇન્ડિયન કંપની કે ડોમેસ્ટિક કંપનીમાં, ઓકે, this A, he is a ordinary resident, he invested, he purchased some share of Indian company or any domestic company. Okay, he invested suppose 5 lakh. Okay, 5 lakh rupees share as a share, એટલે કે શેરમાં ઇન્વેસ્ટ કર્યું છે 5 લાખ રૂપીસનું એટ ધ બિગિનિંગ ઓફ ધી યર. ઓકે, યરની શરૂઆતમાં જે 5 લાખ રૂપીસ ઇન્વેસ્ટ કર્યા છે, રાઈટ. નાઉ એટ ધ એન્ડ ઓફ ધ યર company declared, okay, we know that if we purchase the share or mutual fund of any company, we get dividend whenever company declared. Okay, so here company declared dividend, that is 10%. કંપનીએ શું કર્યું, એના પર 10% dividend declare કર્યું છે. So how much dividend he received? Amount of dividend which is received by A, that is 5 lakh ના શેર છે, right, અને 10%, so he will get 50,000. Now it is the income. Okay, income of A as a dividend. તો એની આ શું કહેવાશે, ઇન્કમ કહેવાશે. It is 50,000, it is the income of A. તો એને અહીંયા 50,000 income મળી ગઈ. Now tell me, this income can be comes under this head salary? No. Income from house property? No. Profit and gains from business profession? No. Capital gain? No. And the rule says that if any income which is not covered in 4 heads will come under the 5th heads. So it is the income from other heads. Okay, આ કેમાં જશે, other sources માં આવશે. Clear? This income comes under the heads other sources, income from other sources. Okay, clear? Now we have learned in SY and also in Mcom, not Mcom, SY I think, SEM 3 and SEM 4, we have learned these rules. If any person, if a person which is ordinary resident which is live in India and he invested in Indian companies, okay, Indian companies share, so we know that dividend, we have learned these rules. Dividend received from Indian company or domestic company is fully exempted. We have learned these rules. કે જો આપણે ઇન્ડિયન કંપનીના શેરમાં ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરીએ, if we invested in Indian company share, ઓકે, જો ઇન્ડિયન કંપનીના શેરમાં જો આપણે ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરીએ, in that case the totally dividend which is received, which is paid by the Indian company, it is fully exempted for the shareholder. So here for the A, which is ordinary resident, okay, which is lived in India, and if he get this dividend, he invested in Indian company, he gets this dividend, it's fully exempted, means tax free. A has to pay nothing, okay, means A didn't have to pay any tax of this income. તો આ ઇન્કમ માટે કોઈ ટેક્સ ભરવાનો આવશે નહીં. We have learned these rules if you remember in SY. So SY માં રૂલ્સ ઓલરેડી બની ગયા છે કે ઇન્ડિયન કંપનીના શેર પર જે ડિવિડન્ડ આવે ફુલ્લી એક્ઝેમ્પ્ટેડ છે, ટોટલી ટેક્સ ફ્રી છે. પર્સન હેઝ ટુ પે નો ટેક્સ ઓન ધીસ ઇન્કમ. but as per the Finance Act 2020, as per the Finance Act 2020, if a person received dividend, okay, on 1st April 20 or after, okay, if a person received dividend on 1st April 20 or after, it will be taxable. So remember these rules. ઇન્ડિયન કંપનીમાં જો તમે ઇન્વેસ્ટ કર્યું અને એમાં જો તમને શેર પર ડિવિડન્ડ મળશે, ઓકે, રિમેમ્બર યુ આર લાઈવ ઇન ઇન્ડિયા, ઓકે, તમે ઇન્ડિયામાં રહ્યો છો, તમે ઇન્ડિયન ઓરિજિન છો, ઓકે, એન્ડ યુ હેવ ઇન્વેસ્ટેડ ઇન ઇન્ડિયન કંપની શેર, એન્ડ ઇફ યુ ગેટ ડિવિડન્ડ ઇટ ઇઝ ફુલ્લી exempted. This is the rules, okay. Suppose a person from Australia, a person from America invested in Indian company, it is not fully exempted. આપના દેશના માટે જ છે. ઇન્ડિયન પર્સન ઇન્ડિયન કંપનીના શેરમાં ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરે ફુલ્લી એક્ઝેમ્પ્ટેડ છે, ઓકે. જો ફોરેનર ઇન્ડિયન કંપનીમાં ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરે તો એક્ઝેમ્પ્ટેડ નથી, ફુલ્લી ટેક્સેબલ છે. બટ નાઉ as per Finance Act 2020, it is says that if any person, okay, if it is an Indian or foreigner, whatever, if invested in Indian company and the company pay dividend on 1st April 20 or after that, okay, person જો dividend 1st April 20 કે ત્યાર પછી મળે, so it will be now taxable, not the exempted, not the tax free નથી રહ્યો. હવે શું બની ગયું છે? taxable બની ગયું છે. Remember this amendment, the Finance Act 2020, remember every year the amendment comes in form of Finance Act 2020. દર વર્ષે એમાં સુધારો આવે છે, ચેન્જીસ આવે છે, ટેક્સના રૂલ્સ ચેન્જ થાય છે, ઓકે. સો 2020 પછી કોઈ પણ ડિવિડન્ડની અમાઉન્ટ રિસીવ થશે એ હવે શું કહેવાશે? ટેક્સેબલ કહેવાશે. પહેલા એ એક્ઝેમ્પ્ટેડ હતી, હવે એક શું બની ગઈ છે? ટેક્સેબલ બની ગઈ છે. રિમેમ્બર ધીસ, ઓકે. ઇફ યુ હેવ ઓલ્ડ બુક્સ, in these books you will see that it is exempted up to 10 lakh. તો તમારી પાસે ઓલ્ડ બુક્સ હશે તો એમાં લખ્યું હશે કે 10 લાખ સુધી એક્ઝેમ્પ્ટેડ છે. 10 લાખથી વધારે હશે તો એના પર ટેક્સ પે કરવાનો આવે છે, ઓકે. 10 લાખથી વધારે હોય તો ટેક્સ પે કરવો પડે. બટ રાઇટ નાઉ the rules change and now it is fully taxable, okay. Remember these rules. Now here I am talking about if he invested in Indian company or any domestic company, but suppose if he invested the non-Indian company, means any foreign company, okay, in that case what happened? Suppose he invested 2 lakh, he purchased 2 lakh rupees share, and suppose the 10% dividend was declared. So how much dividend he received? 2 lakh na 10%, he will receive 20,000 dividend. Now it is a fully taxable, okay. Now it is a taxable income and there is a nothing change before this amendment and after this amendment, okay. આ જે Finance Act 2020 માં જે amendment સુધારાયું હોય પહેલા ને પછી, it is fully taxable from starting, એટલે કે પહેલેથી જે taxable છે, there is nothing change about that. So now in short you have to just remember, if a person received dividend from any company, Indian, domestic, non-Indian, foreigner, nothing, okay, if he received dividend from any company, it is taxable. That's it. વાર્તા પૂરી. કોઈની પાસેથી પણ ડિવિડન્ડ મળ્યું હોય, ઇન્ડિયન હોય કે ફોરેનર હોય, એ હવે ટેક્સેબલ થઈ ગયું. પહેલા શું હતું? પહેલા રૂલ્સ શું હતો? ઇન્ડિયન કંપની પાસેથી મળે તો એક્ઝેમ્પ્ટેડ હતું, ટેક્સ ફ્રી હતું, અપ ટુ 10 લાખ, 10 લાખ સુધી એ એક્ઝેમ્પ્ટેડ હતું. એન્ડ ફોરેન કંપની પાસેથી મળ્યું હોય તો એ ફૂલ્લી ટેક્સેબલ હતું. બટ રાઇટ નાઉ બંને હવે એક સરખા જ થઈ ગયા. ધેર ઇઝ અ નો ડિફરન્સ બિટવીન ધેમ, ઇન્ડિયન ઓર ફોરેનર. ઓકે, ઇન્ડિયન કંપની હોય કે નોન ઇન્ડિયન કંપની હોય, ઇફ યુ રિસીવ ડિવિડન્ડ, okay, from the share, from the mutual fund, it is taxable. There is no exception. Clear? Okay, so remember this. If you check the books, so in a books you will get it is fully exempted up to 10 lakh, but remember the rules change. Okay, as per Finance Act 2020, the rules change. Now dividend is taxable. So this way you have to remember all the rules regarding the first, second, third, all the points. So what is the rules regarding dividend? If you receive dividend from Indian company or any non-Indian company, it is taxable. Remember these rules. Okay, so you have to remember all the rules. We are going to understand all the rules one by one. Okay, clear? So now next video we are going to understand the other rules.